Hi folks, I'm Steve Hindy with Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. We have an important update to Jim Inhofe's 2016 Pigeon Shoot fundraiser, and we need your help. Inhofe's slaughter was held in Kiowa County this year. This year, Shark got to the shoot location 2 days afterward and found not just hundreds of carcasses of Inhofe's victims, but also 29 survivors. Many of the living and the dead were banded, both this year and in 2014. Here is a link to Oklahoma humane laws, along with highlighted portions that apply in this case. The violations of law for this documented abuse range from misdemeanors to felonies in Oklahoma, so this is very serious, and Inhofe and his party have been committing this cruelty for years. The Kiowa County Sheriff, which as we will show you is subservient to Inhofe, is making 3 claims. First, that the pigeon shoot was not held in Kiowa County. That is a lie. Here is a map, and here's the very specific location where the shoot was held. As the map proves, the shoot was absolutely held in Kiowa County, and we'd appreciate it if Kiowa County Sheriff Barnett would either stop lying to the public or turn in his resignation. Shark investigators confirmed this location was in Kiowa County before leaving the area. The second excuse Sheriff Barnett is using to evade his sworn duty to uphold the law is claiming that the land used for the pigeon shoot was federally owned. Even if that were true, and it's not, a crime in Kiowa County is a crime, regardless of property ownership. The third diversion effort by Sheriff Barnett is trying to push the matter off to Oklahoma Fish and Game. Shooting pigeons, especially banded pigeons tossed up in front of guns, is not hunting. Oklahoma Fish and Game knows that. This is an issue covered by Oklahoma's cruelty laws, not hunting laws. Unfortunately, both the Kiowa County Sheriff and Oklahoma Fish and Game have a history of bowing to Senator Inhofe's desires. In 2014, both sheriff's deputies and Fish and Game illegally worked as security for Inhofe's pigeon slaughter. So it comes as no surprise that these agencies continue to shill for a corrupt, cruel senator. Kiowa County Sheriff Barnett is trying to evade his duty to press charges for animal cruelty and abandonment, but there's even more illegal behavior for him to deal with. On the afternoon of September 9 and the morning of September 10, Shark shot video footage of the Inhofe party intentionally running traffic stop signs en masse. This is very real public endangerment. When the act is committed by a whole procession, the prosecution should be very significant. After illegally running a stop sign on September 9, the Inhofe crowd set up an illegal and dangerous slowdown on a 65-mile-per-hour highway in an attempt to lose activists who were legally following the procession.
They're going 23 miles an hour on a 65 miles an hour road. That's an accident waiting to happen.
One of the scams often used by corrupt police, and what we anticipate will happen in this case, is for cops to claim they can't do anything about an infraction they didn't see for themselves. For weeks prior to Inhofe's shoot, Shark was emailing the Kiowa County Sheriff and the Oklahoma Highway Patrol Commissioner Michael C. Thompson, urging that the police be on site with the Inhofe party, which has a history of law breaking. Neither the Kiowa County Sheriff nor the Highway Patrol would respond. It should also be mentioned that the U.S. Senate has steadfastly refused to do anything about the documented cruelty and other law breaking by Senator Jim Inhofe. Shark has supplied the Senate with carefully assembled, well-documented reports of animal cruelty, electioneering violations, and other federal infractions. The Senate has steadfastly refused to act, both Republicans and Democrats, including names such as Bernie Sanders and Dianne Feinstein. It is almost comical when I hear senators talking about threats to our country when the United States, or more specifically in this case, Oklahoma, is rotting from within from the cancer of corruption. And the corruption includes law enforcement and elected officials, including a sitting senior U.S. Senator. Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and the Taliban combined will never take us down. The destruction of the United States, or what's left of it, will come at the hands of our own officials. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness.